Qualifying tournaments as Türkiye face off against Croatia for the golden ticket. A spot at the qualifying tournaments next summer on the line here. It is the two unbeaten teams, the two teams that came into this tournament as #1 and #2 ranked in the FIBA Power Rankings. The games have gone as form, and it is a large crowd here in the Sinan Erden Arena looking to cheer this Türkiye team on to victory in Istanbul. Two relatively straightforward semi-finals for our two teams today, as both came through unscathed. They weren't able to, or they weren't upset by Ukraine and Sweden, which is the two teams they defeated. They were the top two teams coming out of Group C and Group D, as they both made it through unbeaten to this stage of the competition, and both with commanding advantages. Türkiye averaging a margin of 25 points in their victory. Croatia 21 points in their games as well. So you can see how good these two teams have been. There'll be a host of great matchups for us to watch, as we have, you know, some recognized stars out there on the floor tonight going head to head. And that may well, you know, be the difference in outcome here. So the Croatian team, as you can hear, coming out to boos from the Istanbul crowd. No surprise, I'm sure these Croatian players will be loving this atmosphere. They have been led by Zubac, the big man who plays his club basketball in the NBA. There he is coming out, number 40, leading the tournament in efficiency. But also his fellow NBA superstar in Dario Saric playing up front with him is a tough matchup for anybody. And it's going to be that inside battle that surely will determine this one, because Türkiye have two superb inside performers themselves. They have Ömer Yurtseven, who's averaging a double-double coming into this one. And then also they have Alperen Şengün, who has been just in superb form throughout the tournament. Here we see then the Türkiye team coming out. It has been you know, a real domination from them throughout the groups, as they defeated Iceland 99-72. They put 104 on the board against Bulgaria, and then you know, they also had a commanding victory 105-84 over Sweden in that semi-final, as they are led by three NBA stars, Korkmaz, Şengün, and that man there, Ömer Yurtseven. So the players out onto the floor here. There'll be no doubt which way the crowd will be cheering today. Türkiye will have the benefit of that energy this crowd will bring here in the Sinan Erden Arena. But they will all stand now while we get a break for the national anthems, first for Croatia and then the hosts, Türkiye. Anthem's done. Coaches and players shake hands. And we will then get to the final stages of warm-ups and get ready to get it underway here. A clash of reds meeting in the middle. Croatia wearing the red uniform. Türkiye the red warm-ups. As we see our officials here for today's game. It is Paulo Marquez, Lorenzo Bordini and Michael Prosch from Portugal, Italy and Poland respectively. So eyes on Croatia then, unbeaten in Group D. They were a 3-0 record and then came through that semi-final against Ukraine, 85-70. But you've got to say the last couple of games haven't been at the level we expect of this Croatian national team. There is their starting lineup. Mario Hezonja inserted into the starting five for the semi-final. He had been coming in off the bench, but it's that front line of Hezonja, Saric and Zubac, which will be really looking to match up with this big front line for Türkiye. We see Furkan Korkmaz. Will he battle against Mario Hezonja? Two very high-scoring wings there that will match up well. And then that will leave the battle on the inside of U7 and Şengün versus Saric and Zubac. For Türkiye, Şemus Hazır and Kinin Sapahi will be in the backcourt for them, and they'll be looking to match up against Jalen Smith. That may well be the matchup for Hazır, who's kind of the key guy, and then also the point guard for the Croatian team in Goran Filipovic. So there's Coach Ataman. There is Şemus Hazır. We said he's a defensive key, but he's been adding a good scoring punch for this Türkiye team as well, Hazır. And this is just going to be a great game, both sides of the floor. You can almost feel it all over the court. Those battles for the individual matchups, the depth of both these teams has been pretty good as well. And it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top in this one. Türkiye have the advantage of those fans here in attendance. They have the advantage of being at home, but it would be a brave man to bet against a Croatian team, which sees the man leading the top two performers in efficiency per game, both on the other side, as they're both turning out for Croatia in Vica Zubac and Dario Saric. So teams are at the benches, and as you'd expect through this one, we've got a host of guys that are in the top three leaders in this tournament. We already mentioned, the efficiency, but Zubac is in top three for points and rebounds. Saric in there for assists, and then Umar U7 is also there for rebounding, as he actually leads the way, and the only man averaging double-digit boards at 10.5 a game. The shooting percentage is relatively even, as we see Coach Yusuf Sazar. But the one discrepancy, the three-point shooting, in which Türkiye have a big advantage, shooting more than 50% as a team coming into this one. Alperen Şengün, he even hit a couple in the semi-final as well, in that victory over Sweden. Here we go then. It is the final here in Türkiye. The Sinem Erdem Arena, the host, as Türkiye face off against Croatia. It is for a spot in the Olympic qualifying tournaments next summer. A lot on the line for these two teams. And this is the final that everyone wanted. It is Türkiye facing off against Croatia. Jump ball up, tapped around a couple of times, won by Türkiye, and Furkan Korkmaz straight at the rim for the early two. So Korkmaz, who had a big semi-final, gets his team underway, and it is these matchups that we expected. Şengün guarding Saric, U7 on Zubac, and then we have Smith being guarded by Hazır. Saric, that is why he's top three in assists here in the tournament. Great feed from him. And Goran Filipovic gets the opening score. Hazard then is going to be guarded by Hezonja. So Smith taking the match up against Korkmaz. Hazard now being given the 3. Croatia looking to really jam the lane on the opening possession, and they are rewarded with a stop. It is Hezonja now, got the smaller Hazard guarding him. Hezonja look to shoot over the top. Way short though. And now it is Türkiye. Şengün guarded by Sadic, wants it high-low, gets it, can't finish. And you know, these two bigs in Şengün and Zubac, both elite at getting themselves to the line. So here you see Şengün just forced Sadic up the lane well, and a foul will be called against Zubac. Yeah, it looks like. Yes. So first, Şengün gets himself off the mark from the line. And foul problems are something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Of course, we talked about the superstars on each team and their ability to influence the game. Well, they've got to be out there to do that. So the question is, will anybody have to see time on the bench because of foul trouble? Sadic puts it on the floor, and he goes all the way to the rim. Well, you know, both guys have the advantage. Sadic, you would argue, is more perimeter-based than Şengün. You know, he's going to try and attack him off the dribble, but we've already seen this end of the floor. Şengün looking to, you know, use that physicality a bit more, try and get into the low post. As now, Sipahi kicking it over. Hazard against Sadic on the switch, goes with the left, can't get it. And Croatia, the stop and the push. Filipovic finds Hezonja. Hezonja takes the 3, way off from him. He had the extra pass to Sadic, wide open. Mario Hezonja is a man who likes to put points on the board. That is his focus. U7 is going to show his range. Not sure they're the shots that Türkiye are looking for. And Filipovic says, let's slow this one down, get into something. Smith has been quiet. Finds Sadic. Sadic has the step, stumbles, still able to get it to go. And you can see Croatia looking to play through Saric. And Cesar says, that's a foul. He wants Şengün in foul trouble. So Hazard now waiting. They're going to go to Şengün. Şengün guarded by Zubac this time. What that means is U7 is there to get the offensive rebound. He is just a dominant force on the glass. Puts it home for his first 2. Now, we said about the 3 he took. It's because he's just so good at that. On the glass, efficient in the paint. As Filipovic has to send Smith through. Back to Sadic they go. And now Hezonja, that's good ball movement. Filipovic is open and buries it. That's just great offensive action from Croatia. Hezonja with the penetration. Help has to come. Hazard's trying to keep it with Filipovic and let Smith get the open one in the corner, but Filipovic just too good, still able to make it. Sipahi now. There's that flat shot. This one doesn't go. U7's rebound doesn't fall to him. Hezonja with the kick out. Filipovic buries it. Back-to-back 3s for Filipovic. So he is not the scoring threat for Croatia, really, but the Croatian team so unselfish, so smart. They know that's the weak point right now. As Türkiye looking to help off of him and force him the one that has to make shots. He's proved to do that. Hazard gets the response with a little scoop. Great work from him. High scoring game here. Both teams have put up points throughout the tournament as Şengün picks up his first foul. He says he's straight up, but I think if we watch the replay, the question will be was he jumping forward? Let's have a look. Zubac's wide open. Wow. Tough one, wasn't it? against the defense, you would argue. Şengün definitely agrees with me. It might not be a foul. Still shaking his head. So the bigs both gone to the line now. Both picked up a personal in Zubats and Şengün. What a tournament for this man. Zubats, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Such a consistent scorer as well. Started off with 18, then 13, then 21, then 20. As he has been, elite. 79% he is from the field throughout the tournament coming into this one. Zubats, now he's got to play some defense on Korkmaz, driving. Korkmaz, oh, too much room for him. Misses, and Yusev's rebound didn't fall. Great transition for Croatia, but it's rejected by Şengün. Here comes Türkiye. Korkmaz sets the feet. Can't get it to go. And that's going to be number 2 on Şengün. He's over the top, over the back of Saric. He's frustrated, but I think his anger is at himself. It's a cheap way to pick up number 2 after a big block at that end. And look, he's going to have to go to the bench. Here we see the rejection. Oh, it's perfect from Şengün. And then he's trying to get on the glass, but there's the foul. Clear as day over the top of Saric. Just too much from him. And that's the energy. That's the kind of thing about playing here at home. So into the game, Şengün, is he's picked up too early now. And this is Croatia's opportunity. Of course, Türkiye do have a great replacement in Osmani. It's not like they lose lots, but just the quality of Şengün. Smith's 3 was a hurry with the shot clock winding down, and he airballs. It is the Croatian bench looking on. And lose some of their depth, perhaps, with Hezonja going into a starting spot. And Sapahi's line drive comes up short again. Fight for the rebound. Kick, and it will be Croatia ball. Right now, those role players, and I mean that, in a really positive way. Guys like Sapahi and on the other side, Filipovic, they aren't primary scorers for their team. That's not their number 1 function. They've both been forced to do that because of the way the defense has been playing. And right now, Filipovic has made the 2, and Sapahi has missed his 2. And that's the difference in the scoreboard. That's 6 points right there. Here it is, Filipovic to Saric. Saric guarded by Osmani. They give him some room. Osmani too close. Saric just goes right past him and lays it up. He tried to be physical, Osmani, but it didn't work. Saric just too good on that one. Look at that. Holds off the drive. Goes over the help as well. And that is a timeout to be called by Türkiye on this possession, because the crowd in the Sinema Dön Arena have gone silent. 16-8, Croatia lead. The build-up, I spoke about the crowd here in Istanbul and how they can give that energy to the Türkiye team, but the reality is as well, you've got to manage emotions both ways. There is that tipping point where if you are too into the game, if you're too fired up, then sometimes, the emotion gets the better of you. Is that the case with Şengün and committing the foul on the rebound? Just going after a possession he maybe shouldn't have. And if it'd been a different situation, would he have done something differently? So how will Türkiye respond, with this crowd? The expectation of victory here in Istanbul as Croatia change up the defense. A little bit of a zone. Now they look like they match up as Osmani's going to go against Saric. Spins, gets deep, can't finish. Great tap from Zubac. And it is another empty possession for Türkiye. Crowd didn't like it as Zubac played it off the ring. Now they're going to go to him against U7. Tipped away, chance to run for Türkiye. Bit him all the way. Can he finish? No. But will be at the line for 2. This is a way to regain that composure for Türkiye. You know, use the energy on defense and see if you can get some stops that enable you to get out into the open floor. It's exactly what they did there. Great work from first U7 and then Bitim. And you can see the frustration, the little groan every time Türkiye miss. And that's the problem when you do get behind, you know, the expectation of the crowd, as I just mentioned. You know, you can feel it here in Istanbul. If Türkiye trail, every shot becomes more pressurized. Bitim makes the pair though, that will help. And a chance for them to set the defense again. Got to do better against Smith, but his acrobatic shot misses. The other way, Hazer keeps playing through the foul. Osmani has the mismatch. Finds Hazer, looks good, but it's short. The three-point shooting not been there for Türkiye so far in this one. Saric shows him how to do it. No, he also comes up short. Now, this back and forth game to Croatia this time. As Korkmaz drives, lovely feed, and Osmani gets the score. There we see good work from Korkmaz. Gives it off to Osmani, and he gets the easy dunk. Now the crowd raining out the boos into the hands of Filipovic. Filipovic pulls up on the elbow. Can't get it to go. Great work from Zubac on the offensive glass, but possession back with Türkiye. It is Korkmaz holding and waiting to Osmani. Now Hazer. Second time he gets it to Osmani, guarded by Hezonja. Foul against Hezonja to begin first. So Hezonja, wow. The referee says he committed the foul before that loose arm, surely, because it was clearly an offensive foul at the end. There's Korkmaz with a lovely drive and pass. And we haven't really talked about, but this is a young Türkiye team as well. You know, a lot of guys haven't played at this level. Korkmaz is one that has, though. So he may well be the steadying force for this team. This is quick 3 bounces clear. Smith has a little lane, finds Filipovic. Now Saric to the inside. Zubac fouled. They want the basket as well. He's asking for it. U7 is going to be no man called for the foul. Let's see if they're going to award the basket here. Look at the feed from Saric once again. And the question is, is that a goaltend? So 2 shots for Zubac. As the referees say, the ball was live for a rebound. He makes his first. All his points from the line right now. Zubac, 3 rebounds. And 3 points for Saric there for the offensive board. An extra possession for Croatia, as they already have this 5-point advantage. Benzim is in. There he is on the pass. Saric has the step. Oh, look for the lob. Eventually gets to Zubac. Can't finish. Whistle is a foul on Türkiye. So the buzzer went. Didn't know if it was going to be a shot clock violation or a foul on the defense, and it looks like Osmani may have picked this one up. Let's try and see it on the replay. He deflects the first one. Yeah, definitely Osmani got him first before U7. So more substitutions coming in. First on Osmani is the front line for Türkiye, is picking up some fouls. Zubats makes it 4 points for him now. This is just the start Croatia would have wanted. Built that frustration in the crowd. They've got an early lead. They got guys in foul trouble. They've got their key guys in Zubats and Šarić going early as well. Now they're able to, make some changes in that backcourt. It's Bajim and Kapusta out there now for them. But Dim draws the switch on Šarić, shoots over the top of him. Easy rebound for Zubats, and Smith gives it up to Kapusta. Smith now. Oh, turns it over, or does he? Fight for the loose ball, but Jim gets it. It's going to be 5-on-4 going this way. Smith sets the feet, he's wide open. And again, it's another of those plays for Türkiye. They chase a loose ball that they just weren't going to get. Leaves the advantage, 5-on-4 for Croatia, going the other way. Hazer pulls it out. And now it's slow from Türkiye. U7's jumper. That is a huge shot inside the last minute. It was a 10-point advantage. U7, we said, he's so efficient in the paint. Steps up and makes the jump shot. Kapusta now the other way. He gets deep in the lane. Good kick out. But Jim puts it on the floor, and his runner, nothing but string. Croatia just looking so composed in this first 10 minutes here. Talking about the defense for the final possession. Osmani looking to penetrate on Zubats. He's gone early. Misses. There's a chance for Croatia here. Another mistake for Türkiye. Final 5 seconds. Šarić goes forward. Bajim shoots it. Misses badly. But at the end of the first quarter, there is one team clearly in the ascendancy right now. Croatia have the double-digit lead. Croatia 24, Türkiye 14. Well, right now, as good as Croatia have been, you've got to say for Türkiye, they just need to settle themselves and get into the game. You don't feel like they've done that so far. 0 of 8 they are from beyond the three-point line. The highlights then from that first 10 minutes, and a lot of Croatia. They have a double-digit lead. I don't think anyone would have thought of it. And as I said, right now everything working for them. Guys like Filipovic have stepped up, made a couple of threes. They got their key guys going as well. And Türkiye look like they're struggling with the pressure, the anticipation. A little bit too much in that first 10 minutes. See if they settle here. Of course, there is a long time to go on this one. Now, this is a Türkiye team that is used to running out to big leads and really being free scoring offensively. They have gone over 100 points twice in this tournament. So for them, being held to 14 points is definitely a rarity for what they've faced through their first 5 games. Well, as we come to an end in the pre-qualifying tournaments here, make sure you follow along the courtside 1891 app as the FIBA 2023 World Cup gets underway shortly, and the high quality basketball will continue to see who will be crowned as the champion. Quarter number 2 underway. Croatia have possession. Their 5 is going to be the same that ended that first quarter. It's Kapusta, Zubac, Saric, Bajim and Smith. As Bajim knocks down the elbow, jump shot. High efficiency scoring. He's 2 of 2 as well. And for Türkiye, it's Korkmaz, Bitim, Osmani, Yusevin and Hazer. I think they've got to bring Şengün back pretty early in this second quarter. They won't want the lead to get out too much. Hope that he can play with those 2 fouls. Smith with another jumper, in and out. And Hazer trying to get him going. Korkmaz trying to use the screen. Croatia, though, force him away from it. Now the clock down to 8 seconds and a turnover. Kapusta was away. A good kick from Hazer. It was a goal-saving tackle, really. Here we see he was away, Kapusta, and Hazer does well to, not foul because it would have been an unsportsmanlike, and still save the transition opportunity. There's the sub we were talking about. I think Coach Ataman feels the same way I do. They need to get some momentum here. Türkiye, they're going to take Korkmaz out. He needs a blow, and without him on the floor, who's going to be the player that steps forward? So some big changes. As it's Şanlı, Ulubay and Şengün all in for Türkiye. Pick and pop, Saric takes the 3, and they're going to try and go at Şengün through Saric. Now that's the trouble. There's no matchup for Şengün because it's either Saric or Zubac, so they put him on. And I'm sure Croatia just going to try and milk Dario Saric for a few minutes here. As Hazer somehow finds a way to the basket, gets it to go. Now Kapusta to the wing. Saric again, back to back. Dario Saric knocking it down, and Croatia rolling here in Istanbul. Almost a stunned silence in this Inamadan Arena. Saric has 12 early, and he's 32 to 16. They're going to give Şengün the 3. He makes it. Şengün, first field goal for him. You can see, though, Saric, he gave him the shot. Dared him to make it. Şengün capable. And now the crowd finding a bit of voice as they get possession back. Smith with the turnover. Zubac goes out. Small lineup for Croatia now, as Saric has gone to the 5. He's going to commit the personal. Hezonja has come in, so he'll be, essentially the 4. Saric the 5. See if this will be the turning point to get Croatia the advantage. Şanlı moves it on. Hezonja fighting with Şengün on the block. Şengün has the size on Hezonja. Good defense though from him. Still Şengün able to get it, and he says that Hezonja is too small to guard him. Şengün 5 in a row. Can he bring his team back? They still trail by 12. As Kapusta's 3 goes. Look for a timeout coming for Croatia. Should Türkiye score here, especially Ulubay for 3? It's short, and Hezonja snatches it in. Crowd would have exploded with that one. Another big shot missed, though. As Türkiye still struggled from beyond the 3-point line. Smith comes to collect it, but it's 1 of 10 shooting from the hosts. Smith back to Saric. Now Smith is into the lane. Saric is going to get another one. In and out. Good clean look. I think Croatia will be happy with that. They used some time. They got a good shot. All these seconds ticking away. Well, this double-digit lead remains. It's good for them as they have Zubac on the bench. Şengün on the switch. Back to Sapahi. Still can't get it to go. Kina Sapahi. And the rebound taken in by Hezonja has done a good job. Smith to Kabusta. Kabusta trying to find that room. Drives. So Šarić again. Oh, dangerous defense from Shanli. Kind of, you know, holding back, containing penetration against the guy who's hit a couple of threes. Şengün frustrated, he didn't get the ball. Vidim looking for him on the switch, turns it over. Croatia look to push it. Smith now beats Shanli, and a foul is going to be called. That's where Croatia just at their best, isn't it? They push it, they got open floor, just the ability to move it throughout the 5 guys on the floor. They can all make plays. Great basketball from them. As Kabusta will bring it in. Smith now, guarded by Vitim. They'll pull it out to Hezonja. Hezonja, guarded by Şengün, takes the 3 and buries it. It's a tough matchup for Şengün. Guarding Hezonja, if he gets going, watch out. And Croatia right now, the 3-point shooting for them has been exceptional. 6 of 14 they are. Şengün fouled. Can't get the roll. Smith read it. Just couldn't get this deal. Knew it was there to be taken, but foul rather than a steal. As he heads to the bench. And Dario Drezniak comes in for Croatia. Şengün short on the first. 7 points for him. The 2 fouls are the you know, real talking point. Can't afford to pick up a 3rd here. That's the 2nd. Where are they going to put him on this defensive end now? Will he stay on Hezonja? No, they're going to move him onto Dario Drezniak. So Drezniak's got to try and be a scoring factor here as Hezonja's pass tipped into the backcourt. Still 10 seconds left on the clock for Croatia. Bajim, good feed. Zubac is in, finds Hezonja. That's just great basketball from Croatia. Short clock. Zubac's on the short roll. His ability to find Hezonja wide open, though. Look at that. Great basketball again from Croatia. So Hezonja has made a couple. A foul is called. Croatia said he passed. Let's have a look. There's the there's the foul. Şengün walked to the line, trying to tell the referee it should be 2 shots. Croatian players are contesting that, saying he passed it. Drezniak still speaking to the officials, but it will be 2 shots for Şengün. Number 1 takes his time, doesn't he? Şengün. Looks like your servant's going to come back in to replace him. Two for 2. No, Shanli it is. That heads to the bench. So Şengün remains in. Maybe get another minute or so out of him while they're trailing. They will not want him to pick up a 3rd foul here at the end of the half, though. Kabusta's pass loose, but it was tipped. And I wonder how quickly Coach Cesar's going to bring Dario Saric back into the game, only because, you know, right now Şengün is able to hide a little guarding Dario Dozniak. It's not that scoring factor that the other guys are. Fine balance for for the coach of the Croatian team, as now Zubac kicks it, clean look, Kapusta buries it, and these guys for Croatia, and they have got open shots today. They have made them. Kapusta has made it, Bazim has made it, of course Filipovic at the start of the game made it as well, and now Zubac playing defense, great feed. Your 7 is fouled by Dozniak. Oh, the cut was just left, wasn't it? Kapusta let him go, didn't communicate. Great feed from Şengün. Dozniak sacrificed the personal. Recognised the cut early enough, so he was happy to commit the foul, see if he could save a point. Yusuf not making both his free throws, and he does. First one misses. Makes the second. But it remains a 16-point lead here for Croatia. Kapusta fouled by Sapahi. Just the second team foul on Türkiye. He goes out, and fucking Korkmaz comes back in. Hazonia gives it up to Zubac, and now Kapusta goes up high. Foul is going to be called. Türkiye not happy at all with that one. Zubac says it's an unsportsmanlike foul. So you can see everybody frustrated. Who is the foul going to be on? That's the question. Let's have a look. Oh, it's Şengün. Huge call. That's number 3. Let's have a look. Şengün, the push in the back. Yeah. So that is foul number 3 against Şengün. He doesn't like it, but, you know, that just slight contact in the back is going to get called. He goes to the bench. Oh, that is a despondent man. He is so frustrated. Osmani back in. We said, you know, maybe another minute. Probably about this point, they would have looked to have brought him out. Hazonia looks straight. Hazonia buries another one. Wow. Croatia, 9 of 17 for 3. It is Korkmaz. Can't get anything going right here. Croatian defense been too good. Korkmaz all on his own. Got to try and make something happen. Shoots over the top of Zubac. Doesn't even hit the ring. Here comes Croatia once more. They'll go early. Hazonia's feeling it. Watch out. Hazonia, a little heat check. Apologizes to the bench, but, you know, tried for the knockout punch, really. Hazonia apologizes again. But, you know, the way he's been shooting it, I think you give him one of them. Yusuf now against Zubac. Goes to the fadeaway. Way short. Coach Ataman is going to get a technical. He's on the court. He's still going. His assistants aren't dragging him back. And I think he's trying to get his team going here. Everything working for Croatia. They have 44 points already in this first half. Let's have another look. See if you can see some distance. The referee's right there. You know, that's his job to be watching that. Can't believe that he would miss if it was a foul right in front of him. As Hazonia makes it. He has double digits. He's got 10. Chatterman still chatting away. Still trying to get these calls. His team trail by 20 points. Hazardo, big steal. They need to finish this, Türkiye. They need some momentum in this next 2 minutes. Osmani fouled. Oh, it's offensive. Offensive foul against Durkan Osmani. Let's have a look. Watch the elbow. Yep. And again, when you see the replay up close, you can see why he's called it. The left elbow is right around the ear of Dario Šarić. And so the Istanbul crowd can be frustrated, but I think it's the right one again. It is 45-25 here. Croatia call the timeout. They'll draw something up out of this timeout. And what options they've got, because everybody is rolling right now for the Croatian team.
Dvorna izbacuje, bača i Šiši ostanite. Šiši, postani vrsti. Okej, ti je prevedi, nek je Šiši, ali vi morate pobjeti svi gore. Okej, ajmo momci, ajde, samo malo, znači kontrolirano, dobre kreće, pune kreće, dobar blok. Navrši se spojkom ako treba. Ajmo ovo odigra, slušaj, treba privede loptu, da se Zuma stigne, kika bolje, napravi vedi gol, ja ću držati na štiru čeje, ajde tamo.
Wow, Croatia have been flawless in this first 18 minutes. A 20-point advantage for them, you know, both ends of the floor. Offensively, just everybody stepping up for them. As we said, you know, just across the board, when guys have had opportunities, they've made shots. They're 53% from the field. And then defensively, to hold a Türkiye team, as we said, has gone over 100 points twice. As to just 25 in this first half is very impressive, but there is a mistake. Croatia with the 8-second violation. Don't cross the half in time. They're the energy plays, you know, the things that can get Türkiye going. Now can they back it up with a score? As they're waiting, Osmani says the screen. That's what they were looking for though with Korkmaz, and now you're seven. You're seven, trying to get deep against Zubats, and does with the finish. They've lost, you know, with Şengün, that primary guy, but they're going to get another steal. Here comes Betim to Osmani. Osmani's pass just finds U7, and now Korkmaz. His kick out, Betim, clean look, in and out, and Croatia escape. They finally get it across the halfway line. They failed to do that in the last two possessions, and they can now settle things down. Hazonia says, give me the ball, get out of the way. Wants the screen from Zubats here. Hazonia sets his feet for three. He's short. Hazard looking to push. Oh, he's got some room. Hazard all the way for two. Croatia just lost some fluidity there. The pressure affected them. And Türkiye, a big run coming out of that timeout. It's exactly what they needed. Hazard has led the charge in that. He got a steal, he got a score as well. But a good 4-0 run for Türkiye coming out of the timeout. Smith handles the ball against the pressure, and he gets it across the half safely. It is inside the final minute now for them of this first half. They go to Smith and Zubats, and they get Zubats with some rotation, but another turnover. Bitim with a good play on the switch. Now Hazer searching for somebody. Osmani wants it. Aggressive, but look at that from Saric. Just takes it away from it. Dario Saric on the low post defense just snatches the ball back for Croatia. You can see how good both teams have been with turnovers in this first half, even though the last minute has been littered with them. Shows you how little there's been in the rest of that 20 minutes. Hezonja to Zubats. Zubats kicks it. Saric to end a fine first half. Does with another three. U7 trying to find something. Korkmaz misses. And that last possession sums it up. Saric makes the three. Türkiye unable to respond. At the half here, Croatia 48, Türkiye 29. We expected a close one. It has not been that, and it is all because of the Croatian team and how well they have played. 15 assists for them. They lead in almost every statistical category, led by Saric, led by Hezonja, and they haven't even really needed Zubats to play at his best. Şengün has 10, but of course the foul problems have hurt him. Second quarter best plays, and yet again it is Croatia. I sort of said, you know, the guys, if you look down the roster for Croatia, the X factor guys, Filipovic 8 points, 3 of 4 shooting. You know, Bajim 2 of 3, 4 points. Kapusta 1 of 2, 3 points. You know, they've just all stepped up in major ways to help the team, and it helps, of course, when you have Dario Saric just at his best. 15 points, 6 rebounds for him in that first half. He went 3 of 6 from 3. Hezonja with a cameo, 3 of 6. 3-point shooting, 10 points personal for him as well. And, you know, that's all the offense, but defensively as well for Croatia. How good have they been? I mean, we said Şengün's played well, 10 points, but he's held to 10 minutes. Outside of that, they've just held guys beautifully. Korkmaz 1 of 6 shooting, Bitim 0 of 3. U7 has 3 of 5. Sapahi 0 of 3 as well. Ulubay came in, he is 0 of 1. And for Türkiye, it is not all over here. We saw the pressure and how it helped him get out into the open floor like this for Hazer, but right now they trail by 19 points at the half. I don't think anyone saw this coming, and it will be a very important halftime team talk for both these teams.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
almak istedim. Hazır mısın? Terliklerini çıkartabilirsin arzu edersen. İlk defa partiye çıkmak ayakta basan kişi olmak istersen. Şuraya yakınlaş birazcık daha. Ben şuraya gideyim, o top bana gelecek diye ümit ediyorum. Bir daha atar mısınız? Sabah kadar atsan da sanki o hiç kimseye verilmeyecekmiş gibi bir hissiyattayım. Tabii çıkartabilirsin. Terlikler için Sinem'i için kuvvetli bir alkış rica ediyorum. Bravo Sinem! Bravo! Bu partiye
This Croatian team rolling right now, 48-29 they lead against Türkiye. And we expected two great teams going at it. We knew how good Türkiye are, we know how good Croatia are, but everyone thought this was going to be a close one. And now the question is there any way back for Türkiye here in the second 20 minutes? Use the QR code on the screen to download the Courtside 1891 app to follow along with all the latest FIBA and World Basketball streams, schedules, scores, and more. But Coach Ataman, he is a coach that has engineered comebacks and victories before at the highest of levels. Is there any way he can do that here once again? A superb first half for Croatia, especially that man, Dario Šarić, who was, you know, the star of stars, really, for me. And we begin the second half to see, is there a way back for Türkiye? They have the opening possession. They're going to have a changed lineup in the second half. As Korkmaz gets deep, kicks it for Bitim. Back to Korkmaz, now Hazer. He has the sidestep for three and makes it. Well, big hit in the end for Hazer. They had to work for it, didn't they? First of all, though. And the change in the starting lineup sees Cyber come in, wearing the number 3 for them. You can see Coach Ataman telling his team to push up the floor, and they're going to get the rebound. Bitim looking to push. Now Korkmaz deep in the lane. He is fouled. 2 shots to come. For Croatia, they go with their regular 5. It is Filipovic, Hazonia, Šarić, Smith, and Zubac. Second on Smith. Can't see it on that replay. He doesn't like it, but it's 2 shots for Korkmaz. And it's these energy plays, the ability for them to, you know, get the tempo where they need it, which is high. We want an up and down game, really, to have any way back in this one. Korkmaz leading the charge, makes the first. Sapahi and Şengün, 2 regular starters, look on. Just 1 of 2, but a battle is won by Yusev'in. A new possession for Türkiye. Hazer, another one. Oh, way off for him. Second guessed himself, didn't he? That would have exploded the crowd here in the Sinan Erdan Arena. Smith gets some room, drills it. A heartbreaker already. Jalen Smith has the room. Too much room, really, as he hits his second three. They shot it so well in that first half, Croatia. The three-point shooting was the difference. You know, 11 of 21 now for the Croatian team. Türkiye is 2 of 15. And if you remember, Türkiye came in shooting 50% for three in this tournament. Cyber turns it over. A groan from the crowd as Croatia come away with possession. And they want Zubats with the mismatch. Šarić trying to find him high-low. Does. Zubats gets the foul. Cyber commits the sacrifice. Cyber, because he didn't get him the first time, goes for seconds, and he goes out. Şengün back in. It didn't take him long before he is needed. Just about 100 seconds before he came in as Hezonja's got all the space. Three doesn't go though. And Şengün comes back. 10 points in 10 minutes for him. Now he's got Hezonja. He's trying to shepherd him towards Zubats. Good feed for Şengün, and then he tips it home. That is the importance of Şengün, you know, the ability to try and make plays. First the assist that U7 couldn't finish, but who's there to tip it in? Şengün for his 12th point. Still a 16-point advantage though. Šarić finds Zubats. He sells a little fake. U7 skies for the rebound. Türkiye again, looking to lift the tempo. Hazer kicks it to Korkmaz. Korkmaz, his pass has to come out. Now he's going to get a clean look for three, and Korkmaz makes it. There is still life in Türkiye, that is for sure. They are not ready to give this one up. Furkan Korkmaz knocking down a rare Türkiye three. But it's only a 13-point lead. Filipovic goes high and lays it up for two. How good has he been today? Gone out Filipovic. Ten points for him. Korkmaz fouled by Smith. Number 3 on Jalen Smith. Oh, sorry, is that his second maybe? Second foul. I thought that was Smith's third. Either way, he goes to the bench. Yeah, there's the confusion. The last one was his second, I'm sure of it. And so he got subbed out thinking it was his third foul the way I thought it was his third. And actually only 2 for Smith. So Bachim comes in. Korkmaz makes the free throw. Two of 2 for Furkan Korkmaz. A 13-point lead again. Korkmaz has 8. Filipovic off the screen. 7's got to go a long way to get with him. That leaves Šarić open. And it looks like that Croatia just didn't miss in that first half. Korkmaz the other way. Korkmaz is going to take it, and Korkmaz is feeling it. Big 3 for him. Can he will his team back into this one? Korkmaz, 11 points now. No hesitation for him. The moment the defense moved, he gets it to a 10-point game. Hezonja, and it's an offensive foul against Zubats. Korkmaz it is on defensive end this time, drawing the contact. Willing his team back in, Korkmaz. Here he is on the offensive end. Moves Saric with the little fake. And then buries the three. Despite their domination, you still feel like Croatia need to continue to play here. Türkiye have got some momentum. Another one. Korkmaz again! Furkan Korkmaz. Back-to-back threes. And he is fired up. The crowd in the Sinemadan Arena on their feet. Türkiye, after trailing by 20, now cut it to a 7-point game. Korkmaz sets the feet. He's the guy they got to slow down. Everything going through him right now. 14 personal for Furkan Korkmaz. The crowd on their feet. Timeout for Croatia. Three-point shooting is everything in this game right here, and it's, you know, that one basket after Croatia lit the nets up in that first half. Now Furkan Korkmaz is doing the same. Croatia have gone 3 of 4 to open up this second half. It's dragged them back in this game. They now trail by 7. And this is where their energy can help. Hazer, though, a little bit too much on that occasion, commits a foul. That's fine, though. They won't worry about that one. That's Hazer. Brings the pressure once more. Jim is in. Oh, nearly. Pass taken away as he found or looked for Zubac. Saric has it, goes to lay it up for 2. Oh, that's a great execution from Croatia out of the timeout. They've got the advantage of Saric being guarded by Şengün, who doesn't want to commit a personal. Saric able to get the finish. Şengün's jump hook, though, too strong. Filipovic directing everything. They move it to the weak side. Here comes Saric. Collects it. Off the screen. Saric on US 7. Defense switches. Zubac is going to be open on the rebound here as he tries to get after it. Filipovic, though, grabs his own. And now Hezonja. 10 on the clock for him. Hezonja against Korkmaz. Takes some contact. Goes off the glass. And it's good. Hezonja. 12 points for him. Gives Croatia this double-digit lead again. They drop once more into this kind of half zone, half man. So Korkmaz off the screen, goes from deep, and he gets it. Well, Korkmaz could even caught me by surprise on that one. Little shake of the head. Look how far out he is. Off the screen, doesn't hesitate. Buries another one. There's the three-point shooting, you know. Turkey's percentages going up all the time as Hazer gets the block. Fight for the rebound. Won by Zubac. And now they'll slow it. Saric in the flare. Hezonja gives it up to Filipovic. 2 on the clock for him. Doesn't get it to go. And Batum with the rebound for Türkiye. Tim to Şengün. Feeds US7. Nice little fake. And finish for Omar US7. Croatia have called a timeout already. They won't want to burn another one here in the early stages or in this third quarter. Their 20-point lead in quarter number 2 has been pulled back to a 6-point game. Saric buries a 3 in response over Şengün. So Shazar says, let's change the defense here. I think it's going to be straight man-to-man for Croatia. As Betim will take a 3. Short from him, though. That's the difference. You know, Croatia got to try and find a way to get the ball being shot by the guys that they want rather than Korkmaz or Şengün right now. Filipovic's pass taken away. Here comes Korkmaz again. You've got to get to him in transition. As Majim fouls him. 4th team foul. Sideline possession as we see Hazer. Great timing on the block. Betim using that high screen. Finds your 7 for the jump up, but it doesn't go. Betim frustrated towards the official. Thought there was contact between him and Smith. So Bejim finds Zubats. It's tipped and it's going to be off the Croatian last. So back to Türkiye. Possession goes. Good hands from Hazer. Korkmaz trying to get the ball again. Jim guarding him. He's trying to be physical as Korkmaz shoots over the top of Zubats. Doesn't go. He was 7 there on the offensive glass. Korkmaz has the mismatch out on the perimeter. Will they find him? Oh, the pass for Şengün, a loose one. And while Türkiye save it, they just gift 2 points to Jalen Smith. It'd almost be better letting the ball go out of bounds. Şengün had the open man in Korkmaz, who's barely missed. He tries to throw the no-look pass. And all it does is lead to an easy 2 for Smith. Türkiye will call the timeout here then. 1:38 left in the 3rd quarter. It'll be their possession after the breakaway. They trail by 11. They do have some momentum coming back into this one though.
Şevuz bu tarafta, Furkan burada. Normal set oynuyoruz. Ama basketten sonra pres yapmaya devam ediyoruz. Tamam, hadi. Hadi baba. Gel ya. Hadi hadi.
Türkiye bring it down. Out of this timeout, surely it's Şengün and Korkmaz, that pair that they'll be looking for. It is Korkmaz on the high screen with U7. No, he just moves it on to Hazer. Hazer has a little bit of a lane and finishes it off. Great work again from Shimas Hazer. Šarić now. Looking around, they want Smith, can't find him. Bajim to Šarić, 5 on the clock. Šarić shoots the fadeaway, it's high, and it is a shooter's touch for Dario Šarić. 20 points now. Sorry, 22 for Šarić, 9 of 14. He's got 9 rebounds as well. As Korkmaz goes down, it will be 2 shots. Team fouls against Croatia. Second on Bajim. So Korkmaz, who has put together an incredible third quarter, adds that one. Two of 2. So Korkmaz gets a little bit of a blow here. Probably 39 seconds and he'll come back quickly in that fourth quarter. Ulubai, who's been quiet today, comes in and picks up a foul. Ulubai, just the third team foul on Türkiye. As the score is good, Bajim sneaks in and gets one. It gives Croatia the double-digit advantage once more, as Türkiye will try and hold this for the final possession. No Korkmaz. Who will be the offense? Azer comes to off the screen, gets into the lane, kicks it. Ulubai now gets to his left hand. Nice little feed. Osmani blows the layup though. And the heave to end the quarter doesn't miss by a lot. So Croatia get another crucial stop. At three-quarter time here, it is Croatia 66, Türkiye 55. Well, you know, Türkiye did what they needed to in that third quarter. They scored 26. They got themselves back into the game. The three-point shooting has been the equalizer as they made in that period, and Croatia missed a couple of opportunities that they had. The question is, will time run out on Türkiye before they can come back? They started this quarter brightly. They cut the lead, winning the quarter by 8 points, but right now they trail by 11, so they're going to have to do the same again and more here down the stretch. They successfully got through the quarter without Abrin Şengün picking up any more personal fouls. They got Furkan Korkmaz really going for 3 as well. Can he be the hot hand that continues through the next quarter? Oh, but the problem for them is they still have to find a way to slow down Dario Šarić. They've just not been able to do that at all here tonight. There's Korkmaz hitting another 3 as he has moved on to a team high 19 points for Türkiye. The other way, Šarić 22 points and an efficiency of 29 for his team. 10 minutes left in this one to find out who it will be that is going to take the ticket to the Olympic qualifying tournaments. They will take place in 2024. As these teams will get one step closer to Paris next summer. Whoever wins here. And Zonya it is, looking to bring it in bounds. And they successfully do that as Smith collects it on the far side, finds some room as his man falls to the floor, and Jalen Smith buries another one. Well, we said the three-point shooting is the equalizer. First half in favor of Croatia. Third quarter for Türkiye, and now Smith opens the final period, making a three for his team. Ulubai trying to respond, doesn't. Šarić with the easy rebound, and this is where the experience of this Croatia team will use up clock whenever they can. They've got the small lineup out there with Zubac being out. Šarić playing the 5, Smith feeling it, made one. That one doesn't go though. The challenges for Türkiye. This is a lineup without Şengün, without U7 as well out there. So Kapusta commits it against Sipahi. And Korkmaz is going to come back swiftly here. So you've got the 36 seconds to end the quarter. Another 55 before he comes back. Hazer now. They're trying to go to Shanley on the switch. He's guarded by Hezonja. Kick out, Sipahi hasn't been able to hit. Again, he comes up short. The groans from the Istanbul crowd. As Kines Sipahi, 0 of 4 from the field now. Smith, lovely kick out. Look at the movement for Croatia. Šarić for 3, but he can't respond. He can't make the open one. A rare miss for him tonight. Korkmaz finds the kick out, and the 3 is good. Well, Kabacha, first action for him is at the start of this fourth quarter. And what an impact. Buries the 3 for Türkiye. Smith goes back door again, moves it on, and gives Croatia an advantage to play from. This time, Dario Drezniak is able to finish it. Smith has been the man who's got the step a couple of times for his team. And there is Drezniak on the finish. The defense was still chasing though from Smith as, well, Kapusta comes away holding his shoulder. He goes out to the bench and Filipovic comes back in. Şengün is in as well after his brief spell on the bench. Sipahi trying to get this post up. It's taken away. Korkmaz was wide open under the basket. They missed him. And now Şengün will take one. Doesn't go. Smith, well, was too casual on the rebound. Hazer just beat him to it. Şengün gives it to Korkmaz. Now Korkmaz being chased by Filipovic. Şengün takes another 3. Way off though. And Croatia with a superb defensive effort. They used up time and then collected the rebound as well. Hezonja, too much space for Mario Hezonja there. 2 more for him. 14 points, 5 of 10 for Hezonja. So Bedimin for Hazer. It's just like a drill for Hezonja. No challenge, nobody taking away his rhythm. Just jumps into the, or just comes into the jump stop and makes the push. Korkmaz fades, doesn't get it, good tip. Şengün it was. Tipping it home for 2. But the lead is still at 13 here for Croatia. As time ticks away agonizingly for Türkiye. Oh, Filipovic loses his man. Couldn't find Hezonja. 6 on the clock now. Croatia, first half in these situations, always were able to generate a really good look. Can they do it once more? It's Smith. isolated, gets a pretty good one. And Jalen Smith, wow. There you go, the smile from Smith. We said, you know, whenever they've needed and short clock, Croatia have got the looks they want. Smith buries another 3 here in this second half. As Filipovic commits the foul, forcing Kinen Sapahi way off the post. We've seen Türkiye use Sapahi on that post up regularly through the tournament. Haven't seen it today. It's just another thing Türkiye just haven't done as they've struggled for momentum. Will he step in and post here? He does. Let's see if they use him. Another foul against Dresniak. Third team foul on Croatia. There you see the reach in. Bitim makes a 3. Big shot in response. Dresniak over to Smith. Now Smith pulls it back out. Dresniak will take it, and he makes it. Well, what more can you say about this Croatian shooting display across the lineup? Their 14th 3 of the game. They're shooting 48%. As Gabacha goes off the glass. Not sure that was the shot he was intending, but points count right now. Everyone vital for Türkiye. Dresniak. They go back to Smith. Same play. Smith off the screen from Zubac. Again, Dresniak just made 1. Can't get it. Fight for the rebound. Zubac wins the rebound. It will stay with Croatia as it goes out of bounds. And they're the type of plays for Zubac. You know, he hasn't seen the ball today the way that he has through the tournament. I mean, would you believe he hasn't made a field goal? Zubac's in the game. But that's just been because for Croatia, they've been so good everywhere else. And all credit to the big man. You know, he hasn't gone searching for it. He stayed within the team. And, you know, shows a lot about his character, that he has not gone searching for his own, putting the team at the, you know, ahead of himself. This is a man who averages 18 points a game. He's 3rd in the tournament in scoring. But here tonight, 5 points for him, as we said, yet to score a field goal. So Şengün's got to go out with a bit of blood. U7 comes in. And all these delays means that Dario Šarić gets to come back in. Zubac moves it to Šarić. Now, Zubac gets his first field goal. That is why, you know, Croatia, the execution, Zubac has been quiet, but he's been patient, done this hard work that Croatia have needed, and now, down the stretch, will they turn to him to add that scoring? As Korkmaz's 3 doesn't go. Rebound for Croatia, and just feel the air starting to ebb out of the recovery for Türkiye right now. You know, can they have another push? Šarić has it on the switch against Korkmaz. He's fouled. What can they do, Türkiye, to get some momentum, to get the crowd involved, to do something to change the way this game is going? 4.5 minutes for them to do it. They trail by 16. Or have they used up all that energy they had making the comeback in the 3rd period? Smith comes to this near side. Nothing. Šarić snatches it in. They've got a good double team, but he breaks between 2. Šarić feeds Zubac. Call for the travel, though. Well, Zubac just shuffled the feet, trying to get his balance. Yeah, just stumbled, didn't he? There's the stop Türkiye wanted, but They've got to do it in the half court now. Got to try and get something going quickly. Batim off the high screen. Forces his way to the lane. Nothing open though, and Smith takes away the pass. He had the possibility to run, but Smith tells his team, we don't need to. Time is more important right now as he gets it on this near side. Again, thought about the three. Croatia to Hezonja. Hezonja, Filipovic now will take it as the clock gets deep. Rebound to Şengün. Two players in front of him. Smith is going to come a double. Open man, far side, Hazer buries the three. Türkiye did a good job there, passing out of the double team, then finding the opening. And most importantly, Hazer was able to make the three as well. 13-point lead. Smith gives it over to Hezonja. They want Zubac in the low post. A lot of time for him here. Clock hits 5. Zubac fouled. Şengün, number 4, and he didn't need it either. There's a second on the clock. U7 still had pretty good position. You got to kind of live with Zubac making a couple of these, but Şengün reaches in, clear as anything. He commits his 4th. And Zubac will be at the line. He also gives Croatia the opportunity to set that defense that we've seen is just so key. His first misses. The second is good. We hit 3 minutes left. Croatia have the advantage, getting closer to the ticket, but Batim will be at the line to shoot 3 shots here to edge his team back in to a closer one. Batim kind of kicked their legs out, but Hezonja didn't really give him enough room to land. So Batim at the line. He's got 5 points today, Batim, but he's 1 of 5 from the field. He has chipped in 6 rebounds, 3 assists. As Şengün goes to the bench, just because of the fouls, they'll probably come back quickly here. Croatia comes in for his energy. This is Türkiye's chance. It's just as we said for Croatia to set their defense for Türkiye. What they'll do is they'll extend up the floor here. Remember, at the end of the first half, they did get 2 turnovers, an 8-second violation, and then a steal in the backcourt as well. That's the type of things they're going to need right now, as Batim misses number 1. Second is good. Number 3 bounces out. They do bring the pressure though, as Hazer tries to step up. Filipovic has the release pass to Zubac though, and now they can pull it out as they've crossed the half. Using the time, Hezonja gets the switch on Croatia. He'll look to isolate here, loves the little sidestep 3. Hezonja doesn't even need it, just shoots over the top. Zubac tips the rebound, but it goes to Türkiye. Hazer goes into the post. Gotta be careful with that off arm. He turns it over. Hezonja steals it. Hezonja in a foot race. Fouled, but Tim does not like it. Doesn't want to get a technical here. Two shots. Hezonja. Well, he got a lot of ball, didn't he? But Tim. Timeout for Türkiye. 2:15 left. There is still time for them.
çalışıyoruz. Normal geliyor. Early poster. Kenan getiriyor. Burada Furkan hemen gelip buradan dik harflerini vermeye çalışıyoruz. Veremezsek Furkan'a verirsen buradan hemen aşağıdan pike geliyoruz. Buradan oynuyoruz. Tamam. Hadi. 2 dakika hadi. 2 dakika hadi. Hayır. 2, 3.
Zonya at the line out of the timeout. Chance to give them even more breathing room here in the way he has played. Don't really expect a man of his quality to miss, says Zonya. 16 points personal. Goes 2 for 2. They've just managed this game so well, Croatia. You know, the tempo on the floor, the substitutions, the minutes, the shot variety that they've got, everything for them has been on point as Şengün tries a behind-the-back pass. And then he's going to foul out. Şengün frustrated. And he's going to send a little elbow to Jalen Smith as well. Şengün's got to be careful here. He's already gone. Smith is fired up because he's clapping. And then a double technical. So Smith waves goodbye. And that's the frustration for Şengün. You can see reaching in, commits the foul on Šarić. There's not much in it. You know, Smith applauds. He's fired up, but he's looking at Šarić. And I think that is, you know, the disappointment of the occasion for Şengün here, playing at home in a Turkish jersey. So it's gone as a coach technical because Şengün had fouled out. So Şengün picked up foul number 5. And he picks up the technical foul as well. That cancels out the technical foul that Smith received. So it's just Croatia ball on the side. Not team fouls as Smith goes over the top. Beats the pressure. That's what they needed to do. Cross the half. Now they can use up this clock, the time that will see them to victory. And Zonya holding, waiting, just letting it run down. Now Zubac comes to set the screen. Zonya kicks it. Filipovic, this would be fitting because he shot it so well throughout the game. Doesn't make that one though. Korkmaz, anonymous in the 4th quarter. As his threat has been taken away, finds U7. He misses. Croatia grab the rebound. And now Croatia have to get it across the half. They only just manage it. Filipovic says, let's slow it once more. Clock hits 10, so they'll now start to try and score, try and get a play here. Filipovic with a lot of room. His pass is a loose one. Zonya lets time run out. 24-second violation, but there is 1:01 left, and Croatia have a 15-point advantage. Korkmaz will bring it in. They've got to go back to him quickly. Find some shots for Korkmaz. He's the only one that can get him back in, surely. Hazer off the screen. Doesn't look to be rushed. Moves it over to Sabahi. Korkmaz is open, but they can't find him. 5 seconds on the clock. They eventually get the score, but too much time is taken away for Türkiye there. Croatia again break the pressure without problem. And once more, Zonya says, let's slow this down. Everybody spaces out for Croatia as Zonya's behind-the-back pass goes out of bounds. It's the right look, just 2 foot behind Zubats. A double team in Korkmaz, don't want him to be able to get any space. He turns it over. Hazonia steals it, crosses the half, and now he will hold it here as he finds Zubats. He has no intention of shooting. Croatia are going to dribble this one out. Well, what a performance it has been for Croatia. The shot clock goes off. They will dribble this one out, and a famous win for Croatia here in Istanbul, as they are the team that will get the ticket from Türkiye into the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments. There is the confirmation: Croatia 84, Türkiye 71. Players will shake hands. It was a hard-fought game, but Croatia just you know, so good in that first half. They weathered the storm in quarter number 3 when Türkiye tried to rip that momentum back. And then down the stretch, they had the quality they needed to see the game out. Led by Dario Saric, he was the MVP today. A superb double-double, 22 points and 11 rebounds for him in the winning effort. There is the Croatian team, delighted, and rightly so. A very impressive performance for them. We talked about it throughout the 40 minutes, but guys winning their roles, stepping up when they've needed at both ends of the floor. They got the guys they wanted, the shots when they needed them as well. And all credit to Croatia. Deserved victors here, as they have gone unbeaten throughout to take this victory. 60% for 2, 45% for 3, 80% from the line. Great shooting from Croatia. They dominated the assists. They won rebounds as well. And as we said, you know, Saric, the star, Hazonia and Smith played great games as well. Korkmaz, you know, everything for Türkiye in that third quarter, but he just couldn't continue it into the final period. Fourth quarter best plays, and it was Smith that started it off for Croatia. You know, a couple of big baskets for him in that fourth quarter. He ended with 14 points in another good performance in a Croatian jersey. But, you know, as I said, not only did these guys play well, but within their roles as well. Smith, you know, played well on the defensive end. He added some scoring, 5 of 9. He also had 3 assists, 2 rebounds, 3 steals to help his team. And, you know, no one sums that up really more than Ivica Zubats, who came into the game, as we said, averaging 18 points a game as the 3rd highest scorer in this tournament. Here today, just 4 shots for him from the field. He only had 1 field goal, but ended with 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and, you know, just was happy to let other people do what they did. You know, played his role beautifully. On other days, you know, he has been the man that has had to step up and score. Here today, you know, what he did was he slowed down the threat of U7. He slowed down the threat of Şengün beautifully. And that was really the ball game. Him and Dario Saric and the way they played throughout this 40 minutes. There's another of the Smith threes to help Croatia to victory. And in the losing effort for Türkiye, we said a couple of big games from Korkmaz, who had 19, but he did go 5 of 13 from the field. Şengün, 14 points for just 22 minutes, and he was fouled out. Hazer, 16 points on 7 of 11 shooting, was the standout really for the Türkiye team. Here he is on that late 3, getting one of his 2 to go. But it just wasn't to be for Türkiye here at home in Istanbul. The experience of this Croatian team showed really down the stretch, as they are deserved winners here in Istanbul. So Türkiye, they take the ticket with them. Might be a bit big for the pocket, but they walk out all smiles here from the Sinan Adam Arena, as they will be crowned as victors and take up their spot in the Olympic qualifying tournament next summer.